Morning, everyone. Jackie Broman here for Join Jackie on Mondays at 10. Welcome. Happy Monday. It's August tomorrow. So year is flying by. Days are getting longer. Winter feels like it's clinging, but it also feels a little bit like spring, like wattle and all the good things. So don't we love the change of season? Anyway, today's topic is more about your estate planning, and it is about, well, what is covered by your will and what isn't? What is an estate asset and what is not? So, what does your will cover? So the will does not cover joint property. So when you jointly own something, husband and wife, as an example, if one of you were to pass away, it automatically goes to the other person. So the will doesn't cover it. You don't have to look at the will to make sure that that happens because you already own it jointly. Same with joint bank accounts. If one of you were to die, the bank account doesn't freeze, it automatically goes to the other person because whoever survives is the joint owner. So joint property is not covered by your will. Super is not covered by your will. And I've done many videos on super. So go back and check those out if you want more information about doing a binding nomination, but your super is not covered by your will. Life insurance and some other financial assets are sometimes not covered by your will. Sometimes your life insurance will say pay it to the estate and then it will be covered by your will. But on some life insurance policies, you can say who the beneficiary is, and then it's paid directly to that person, no questions asked, bypassing the will. So that's life insurance. And some other financial products are like that as well. So insurance bonds or other investment bonds, same thing. You often own this financial product and you can name who the beneficiary of that is. So it doesn't come through the will. It just goes automatically to your beneficiary. And then finally, the other class of assets that are not covered by your will are those that are owned in other entities. So we often create a family trust or a company to run a business or to own investment properties or something like that. But we forget those things are not ours. They are that company's. So the assets owned in a company are the company's assets. The assets owned in a trust are the trust's assets. They are not yours, so they're not covered by your will. So how do you make sure that these assets in the company, which you treat as yours because you're the sole director and sole shareholder, or you and your wife or husband are, or your trust is set up as a family trust for the benefit of your family. You want it to benefit your family just like the inheritance through your will, but the control of the trust needs to go to the right person for that person to administer the trust in accordance with the will. Or the company, whoever ends up as the shareholder of the company ends up being able to then appoint directors and control it. So you need to make sure that certain elements of these things pass to the right people, so the control passes, but you can't pass the assets that are owned by the company or the trust. So the trust might own a business and multiple properties. You can't say this property to this person, this property to this person, blah, blah, blah. All you can do is go, well, the control of the trust needs to pass to whomever it is so that they will make sure that what I want to happen happens. So there you go. Things that are not covered by your will: joint property, super, life insurance and other financial products, assets owned by companies and trusts. So your estate planning can often be far more complex when you have to make sure that you cover all the things that are also not covered by your will. So a will is not a complete estate plan. There you are. Happy Monday. Happy last day of July. I'll catch up with you again next Monday, but in the meantime, if you do have any other questions or other topics you want me to cover, please DM us through the Facebook page or on our website. The link's here on Facebook. Go to the Facebook page, meet the team. Every single one of our emails is there for you to email us directly, ask us a question. Until then, have a great week.